Global War 36 enthusiast here with Operation Big Red 1, Turn 10.4, Japan. It is January 1941. Japan has 2 tech rules. First, I tried for radar at a 7 or higher. PBE generated a 2, so I failed. Second, I tried for large ship construction at an 8 or higher. PBE generated a 7, so I also failed. Last time I barely succeeded, and this time I barely missed. Okay, this turn took a long time to plan. I just sent he and I exchanged 22 text messages throughout the day and had a 24-minute conversation to coordinate Japan's response to the tremendous pressure that I'm under. So I know, Hambone, this isn't exactly what you were hoping I was going to do, but let's see how it works out. Okay, purchases. Japan has 65 IPP to spend, 4 militia for 8, 8 infantry for 24. Wait, it looks like I've got 7 infantry up there. Hold on. It's going to be 8 infantry. Sorry about this. Some changes have been made. Okay, I think that's 8 infantry for 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 infantry for 24. That's 32. 2 Marines for 8. That's 40. Advance 1 battleship. Forward 1 stage for 4. That's 44. Complete a heavy cruiser for 4. That's 48. Complete 2 light carriers for 6. That's 54. And Lend-Lease a fighter to Germany for 10. That's 64. Save 1 IPP. All right. Housekeeping. So there was some discussion about this situation here with the river between Bulgaria and Central Romania. So in version 4.2, you can jump from rail to river. So as the supply path is going down into Central Romania via rail, then it jumps from this rail to that river. And then it jumps from that river to the rail. And since that river is on the border, it allows you to jump over across. So that's what our group, we have not received official confirmation from, let me double check and see if Morton has responded. Nope, still haven't received official confirmation, but we're pretty sure that's the way it's going to be. So there is a militia in Central Romania, and there is an Italian mountain infantry in Eastern Anatolia. Okay, and then also housekeeping up in C-Zone A12, Hambone did get 7 normal hits and 1 sub-eligible hit. You know, the seaplane on map got a hit, but the paired destroyer missed. So Sergeant Shellhole can elect to shrug off that extra hit, and so 2 subs survived, and Sergeant Shellhole elected to just have that sub remain there in C-Zone A12. Okay, combat movement. From Suyan, 1 cavalry will move to Eastern Manchuria. So 1, 2, going into Eastern Manchuria. From Rihi, 1 infantry will move up to Western Manchuria. That's a walk-on. I need to get a rondel. So that's 1 up for Japan to 45, and 1 down for the Soviet Union to, I said it was to 45, it's to 46, and the Soviets dropped to 46 as well. That's interesting. Okay, from Rihi, 1 infantry, 1 marine, and 1 medium armor. This chip is a infantry. So 1 infantry, 1 marine, 1 medium armor will go over to Eastern Manchuria. Where's that medium bomber going? Okay, never mind. From Korea, 3 infantry and a fighter will go up to Eastern Manchuria. So I got 4 infantry, a marine, cavalry, and the guys from Korea face a mountain border, but the guys from Rihi do not face a mountain border. So the 3 infantry are at 1. One of the infantry from Rihi is at 2. Hopefully I can keep that sorted. Let's see. Sorry about not being completely set up. Is Eastern Manchuria in the mountains? No, it's not. It's just a mountain border just for those 3. Okay. Is that even on camera? Let's see. It looks like it is. Okay. I think that's my whole attack on... The fighter is going to land in Nanking. So 1 space to Manchuria, 2, 3, 4. It'll land down in Nanking. All right, now I'm going to do an attack on Shangtung. From Rihi, 1 destroyer will leave port to Sea Zone P14. Then it'll move over 1, 2 to Sea Zone P16, pick up a... Oh, that's off camera. Pick up a Marine from Tokyo, and then move back 1, 2 to P14, and drop off the Marine to conduct an amphibious assault in Shangtung. From Rihi, this medium bomber will come down and hit Shangtung. It's going to land in Suyan. And then from Sea Zone P50, I'm going to have 2 battleships and 1 destroyer. The destroyer are going to pick up 1 Marine from Mindanao, and then these guys will move up 3 spaces to P14. The 2 battleships will provide shore bombardment, and the other destroyer will drop off a 2nd Marine. So that's what those 4 ships are doing. So I'll have 2 bombardments, 2 Marines, and a medium bomber versus 2 infantry, normal terrain in Shangtung. Let's see. All right, now we're doing some convoy raiding. From Sea Zone P53, this sub will move over to Sea Zone P60 and conduct convoy raiding there in the Java Sea. I get a +1 because the British have 1 for radar. +1 for radar, and I have +2 for subs. Okay, then I'm going to do an amoeba, where from Sea Zone P50, a coastal sub will move to I-12, and from I-12, a coastal sub will move to I-7, and those 2 coastal subs will convoy raid in I-12 and I-7, respectively. From Borneo, this seaplane will fly out to Sea Zone P50, 1, 2, go on map, and then land in Sumatra. Okay. And it'll do convoy raiding there in P50, of course. And that's all my... Oh, no. And then in I-4, this fleet sub will conduct convoy raiding. And then my last attack is from Sea Zone I-6. 1 destroyer will pick up a Marine, and these 3 ships, consisting of a light carrier, a heavy cruiser, and a destroyer, will move down here to I-4. This tactical bomber is going to fly to fly over to Sumatra. That's what it's going to do. So this light carrier and this heavy cruiser and destroyer carrying a Marine will move down to Sea Zone I-5 or I-4 and drop off the Marine in Aden, have 1 bombardment, and then this fighter up here in southern Iraq will go 1 to Sea Zone I-6, 2 to Qatar, 3 to Aden, and 4 to land on the light carrier. All right, so those are my attacks. Let's do the battle in Eastern Manchuria first. All right, so I have 3 that are at 1. The 3 infantry that are coming from Korea are at 1. Huh, 1 hit. And then the 2, I have 2 at 2, which is a Marine. Oh no, 3 at 2 because of the cavalry. No, the cavalry at 3. 2 at 2, which is a Marine and an infantry that are coming from Rihe. Another hit. And then I've got the cavalry at 3. Miss. And I've got a fighter at 6. If I hit, this will end the battle, but I might have jinxed myself. Yep. All right, well, I thought I'd get 2 hits, but not that way. So he has 2, 1 at 2 and 2 at 4. The cavalry is at 2. Miss, and 2 infantry at 4. Ouch! 2 hits. God, I swear, Randall is the luckiest guy. He comes in with these, I come in with tons more combat factors, and he comes in with just almost exactly the same number of combat factors, and he wins. I come in with extra, and he gets 2 hits. Okay, I think I'll lose 2 infantry. So I've got 2 infantry left. It was a mountain border from Korea, so now I'm not. Oh, I didn't do my medium armor. My medium armor at 5 might succeed, and then that would end this battle. Hit. Okay. Yeah, that explains why I was expecting. Okay. So 2 hits, I lost the 2 infantry. I take it with 2 infantry, 1 Marine, a cavalry, and a medium armor. And then that fighter lands in Nanking, and Eastern Manchuria is worth 1. God, I can't believe he got 2 hits. Disgusting. Disgusting luck. Okay, down to 44. No, down to 45, and I'm up to 47. So Soviets are at 45, Japan's at 47. You're bleeding me very well, Randall. Or Sergeant Shellhole. Let's see. Next is Shangtung. So I've got 2 battleship bombardments at 4. Nothing. God, I could have had the 2 that he got lucky with a second ago. I've got 2 at 2, my 2 Marines. Nope. And I've got 1 at 7 with my medium bomber. Hit. He's got 2 at 4 with his 2 infantry. Miss. Well, that's averaging out. Let's try again. 2 at 2. Miss. 1 at 7. Miss. 2 at 4. 1 at 4. Miss. I'll do the 2 at 2 and the 1 at 7 all together. Hit. And he's got the 1 at 4. Hit. Okay, well, that was fair. That was more like it, more average. 1 Marine takes Shangtung. And that is worth 2. So that was a perfectly even trade. I lost a Marine and a militia. And he lost 2 infantry. Again, good attrition. It's really a good thing for the Allies that the Comintern are bleeding me and they don't have to do anything. They just profit. They've wound up Sergeant Shellhole like a toy soldier and directed him at me. Okay, let's do some convoy raiding. In C-Zone P60, it's worth, that convoy line's worth 2, and I've got a +1. Red is the attacker. +1, so I did 2. Exactly 2 points of damage to that line. So Anzac drops to 10 on the nose. Then the seaplane in P50, I can only do 1 more point of damage, and it's a push. They were flat. Red is the attacker, of course. Nothing. And then the coastal sub in I-12, it's flat. Miss, and the next one, I-7, miss. And in what is that? I-4, I've got a full sub, so I get +1. Red is the attacker. Shit, this is terrible luck. Okay, that's 2 turns in a row of bad convoy luck. Now I've got the Aden attack. 1 bombardment, heavy cruiser bombardment at 2. Okay, 1 infantry at 1 because, or marine at 1 because it's desert, and 1 fighter at 6. Nope, almost. And he's got a militia at 2. Nope. So I've got the 1 shot at 1, miss. 1 shot at 6, hit. 1 shot at 2, miss. So I do take Aden. It's not worth anything. All right. Non-combat. We'll start up here in Rihi. No, why am I doing anything in Rihi? Oh, naval. Okay, so this naval transport that's in Rihi is going to leave port to P14 and then move over to P15, pick up 2 infantry from Kyushu, and then move back to P14 and drop off those 2 infantry in Nanking. I haven't moved it yet, but down here in Hong Kong, the same thing will happen. These 2 guys will leave port to P41. They'll move up to P15, pick up 4 infantry, move over to P14, and drop off 4 infantry. So net, I'm going to move over 6 infantry to Nanking. And I'll have 3 naval transports that are hanging out in P14. Okay, from Kyushu, this 1 naval transport will leave port to P15, move over to P16, pick up 2 infantry from Tokyo, and then move over 2-3 to P14 and drop off the 2 infantry in Nanking and join the 3 other naval transports there in P14. From Kyushu, 1 battleship and 1 light carrier will leave port to Sea Zone P15 and then move over to P14 and go in port in Nanking. So these guys are in port in Nanking, those 2. From Sea Zone P50, the carriers there have 2 tacticals and 1 fighter. Those 3 aircraft will fly to Nanking and land there in Nanking. From P50, the 2 fleet carriers will move up to P32 and then go in port in Nanking. So they'll join those the battleship, and the light carrier. So I've got those 4 ships are in port in Nanking. Okay, from Sea Zone P50, I still have this light cruiser and destroyer left. They will move up to P16, and the light cruiser will go in port, and the destroyer will stay out at sea. Get an in port marker. It's frustrating to have these attrition attacks go so poorly. The convoy rating to fail. Well, I guess I did get 2 points of damage out of a possible 4 points of damage, so it's just frustrating to have that many rolls and not. Okay, I did the light cruiser, I did the destroyer. From Sea Zone P43, this submarine will move up 1, 2, 3. It'll move up to P34, P16, P9. Okay, from British Malaya, this infantry will move up 1 space to Siam. From Sea Zone I-7, the light cruiser and 2 torpedo boat destroyers are going to move over to P50. I need more surface ships over in this theater. From Sea Zone I-6, that's this task force marker, it's these ships remain. It's a battle cruiser, 3 heavy cruisers, a destroyer, and 2 naval transports. They will pick up the 3 Marines and the artillery from southern Iran. Then they'll move 1 to I-7, 2 to I-12, 3 to P50, and drop off the 3 Marines and the artillery in Siam. Okay. Then the last move is from Lower Egypt. This naval transport will leave port to Sea Zone I-5 and then move 1 to I-4, 2 to I-7, 3 to I-12, 4 to P50. Is that where I wanted to go, P50? Nope. 5 to P41 and then go in port in Hong Kong. All right. Now we'll do placement of units. I'm going to put 1 militia in Suyan. I'm going to put 1 infantry in Rihi. I'm going to put 3 infantry in Tokyo, but you know what? As I'm looking at Tokyo, I'd like to strategic rail move the Marine over to Kyushu. So I'll have 2 Marines in Kyushu. And 4 infantry in Tokyo, because there was still 1 infantry there, and then I added the 3 to it. All right. In Tokyo, I will put a heavy cruiser in port, and I will put 2 light carriers at sea with the destroyer. because I like to do it this way. Okay, so these three are in the C zone there, blockading any supply paths through that C zone. Okay. Then I advance the battleship from stage 3 to stage 2. That takes care of my ships. In Kyushu, I'm going to place 3 infantry and 2 marines. So I'll have 4 marines there. Three infantry, 4 marines. Okay, I've still got 1 infantry yet to place and 2 militia yet to place. One of those militia goes in Nanking. Yeah, so I've got 18 units in Nanking, counting the 4 ghost militia. And Panzer J could make the play of the game and attack with 22 units. Oh, my medium bomber is landing in Suyon. Is that right? I've got 8 infantry, 2 militia, 6 militia. Yeah, 4 planes. Yep. Okay. This was the debate. Would Panzer J go for this attack? That's the question. Because if he does, he is going to either capture capital ships or sink them, and they're a battleship and 2 fleet carriers, plus Nanking is worth, Nanking is a victory point city. So this is very interesting to see how Panzer J will respond to this. And then I have 2 more militia, is that right? Wait, yeah, 2 more militia still to place. I had 4. I put 1 in Suyon. I put 1 in Nanking. 1 goes in Siam. And the last one will go in southern Iran. So I put the 1 in Siam, then I'll come over and show. This is Siam. Then I'll show southern Iran. Southern Iran. All right, so delivery of Lend-Lease. From Tokyo, I will build the fighter because I used up all my capacity in Kyushu. So Tokyo is the place to build the fighter, and then it will, oh, and Siam also gets infantry. That's what I was trying to remember. Not a very coordinated turn, sorry I changed things up. So the fighter will embark in Tokyo. It'll go 1 to P-16, 2 to P-15, 3 to P-32, 4 to P-41, 5 to P-50, and then refuel in British Malaya. Then it'll go 1 to P-50, 2 to I-12, 3 to I-7, 4 to I-4, 5 to I-5, and refuel in Lower Egypt. Then it'll go 1 to I-5, 2 to M8, 3 to M7, 4 to M6, 5 to M5, and debark in northern Italy, and then it'll strategic rail to, or it won't strategic rail, I'll just rail to Bavaria. Alrighty. Collect income. So I do have Shangtung. I'm at 47. Is that right? 47? Let's see. Did I go up the 2 for Shangtung? I don't think I did, because we were both at 46. Yeah, so 49, and I drop CCP to 2. All right, so I am at 49 plus 5 Chinese bonus territories, plus British Malaya, Borneo, Java, and Luzon and Visayas. Those are worth 2 each. So 13 bonus income plus 49 is 62, plus I saved 1. So I'll have 63 for next turn. Japan peaked and is now in decline. I think we have to do disposition. So let's start up here in Western Manchuria, 1 infantry. Eastern Manchuria, 2 infantry, a marine, a cavalry, and a medium armor. Rihe, why do I have 2 militia in Rihe? Something's off here. I don't know what I did wrong. Did I place too many militia?